They do not deserve a lifetime of imprisonment. You gave your oath, Megatron. I gave you my fealty to save our people, not to be ghost lackey. Lackey?
What's up, YouTubers one and all? My name is Feetme1987, and today we're taking a look at the brand new Transformers Earthspark DELUXE CLASS Optimus Prime. Preferably the more, shall we say, superior of the two Optimus Primes out. And 19 steps, seems like a good figure. And I just found it today at Walmart, so yeah, there's really not much to say. I mean, he's got a good render. He's got a really good figure. And he comes with Mandroid's left leg. Yeah. The body and the right leg do not come until later. Like, why? Anyways, let's get him out of the package, see how cool he actually is. And as you can tell, I'm not in the mood for this shit. So here we are with Earthspark Megatron. Optimus Prime. I have Megatron right in front of me. That makes sense why I said that. We have the Deluxe class finally. And I fiddled around with this guy. He's quite fun, just like Megatron. Actually, all those Earthspark figures so far that I've played with, that I've reviewed, are all fun. Now, keep in mind that does bear some discrepancies such as transformation and whatnot, blah blah blah. So we're just gonna get right into the thick of it with the fact that, first of all, we'll take a look at instructions because no one else does these days. You can see he is 19 steps to transform, and well, kind of really looking for it. He does come with Mandroid's left leg, so yeah. Again, I saw Shockwave today, but I didn't get to pick him up because scamming for $20. Anyone watch my last video? And since it's a 200 video, I'm going to give you some teasers about the following reviews because let's face it, I've been a bit slacking and I need to stop slacking. And yes, I'm in kind of an echoing room now because, I don't know if you know this, but my recording station is shut down temporarily. I don't know for how long. And in doing so, I have to use this backup place, which thankfully no one uses. And I'm probably going to be using for a while because it really is quiet. So, on with the review. He does roll, especially with a weapon attached. Two weapons, actually, which I do like. Here he is, next size comparison to Megatron. And technically, this would work if Optimus had the trailer. Although that would mean Voyager class. And honestly, these guys are more fit for Voyager class than Deluxe class. Speaking of other Deluxe classes, let's bring on our other two Earthspark Deluxe classes. Bumblebee and Twitch. And yeah. As you can see, the only ones really in scale for this one is Optimus and Megatron. I am planning to get Warrior class soon. Hopefully Alita, because she seems fun. And now we're going to bring in some new size comparisons. Because, let's face it, these are all teasers for an upcoming videos. Do you remember the unboxing that I did way back a few months ago? Well, I'm finally able to start doing the reviews for these guys. We have Constructicon Scrap Metal, Mixmaster. That does not work at all, I'm sorry. And then, honestly, this actually does work due to the actual sizing in the movies. Overload, who is by far one of my favorite Constructicons. I don't know why, but there's something about Overload that I just love. Probably it's the design, I don't know. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. I had another deluxe class, but I'll leave that for later. Right now, it's time to get stuck in transformation. It's quite easy. So first you want to be careful when doing this, because there's a tab that locks in, and there's a tab that locks in right there. So you get a tab slot here on the leg that this big tab locks in, and this little nook right here. You're gonna need to carefully take it out. And I'm kind of scared that one day that's gonna break. So you're gonna fold it out like that and bring this all the way out like so. It's gonna click into place. You're gonna take the hand and flip it out. And just straighten out the arm like so. Repeat the exact same thing on the other side. You're going to take the arm out. It's a lot easier now because you're loosening the truck more. Bring it out, bring it up, and fold that out. And now what you're gonna do is you're gonna fold all this out. You're gonna bring this gun down, and this is what I like to do. First of all, you're supposed to take the axe off, and it's a really good looking axe. I really gotta admit, they did good work on these things. You're going to need to slide this out, and then untap the weapon. This is his ion blaster, and actually does have color, and I do appreciate that. Unlike Megatron, I mean, I kind of wish they did some purple. I really did. Yeah, it turns out Megatron is not completely together-ish. So now you're going to need to, there's a tab here that's going to slot into here. It's kind of a little tricky to do, especially on camera, but basically you're just going to need to, like that, straighten out his legs. You're going to need to fold his feet out, like so. Keep his arms up, and you're going to spin the waist 180, like so. Now you're going to bring all of this up, and this is just going to sit there for now. Then you're going to take this bit and fold it back. There's a tab here and a slot there. Put that together. And finally, this is actually frustrating, because if you manage to pop his head off, good luck trying to get it back on easily. So you're going to need to basically push this down. And it's a little bit hard to do. You kind of need to use the head as leverage. Push it down, and then very gently turn the head around. And there is Optimus Prime from Earthspark in his robot mode. And I gotta say, I am loving this figure. Like, the design, like, this is what the Warrior class should have been, but I'm glad that they saved this for Deluxe class, because holy scrap, it's good. I really do appreciate the ghost logos on either side of his shoulder. I really do like that detail. And the iconic, or rather infamous, battle mask face. That kind of, it's a little divided upon the community, because when you open the mask, that's when it's something completely different. But you know what? I'm actually fine with the design. I think it looks good. He can hold his weapon. It's preferable that you hold the axe in the left hand, like the show, and the blaster in the right hand. Because the axe actually does come out of the left hand. And that's why they said, that's why actually according to episode 10, they want my left arm like their lives depend on it. They can have my fists. But I really do think that this is good. Now, in terms of size comparison, well, so first size comparison is, of course, his arch nemesis, well, in most shows, Megatron. And they actually are, you know, here's kind of the sad thing. Both figures are the exact same size. Like, I'm not kidding. I kind of wish Megatron was a tad bit bigger. But no, they are literally the exact same head scaling. Looking at Twitch, Here she is next to Optimus, and she's thankfully a bit smaller, but it still doesn't compare to the fact that she's supposed to be this size. Yeah, like mini-con or like I don't know, like really mini. And then here's Bumblebee. He should be about this size. But yeah, that's kind of, then again, this line doesn't really focus on scaling. Now time for deluxes. Of course, I've always used sideways, and I couldn't find any other deluxe figure in robot mode, so yeah, here's sideways compared to Optimus. And now we're gonna bring in a few new ones. Well, first of all, we're gonna give a huge goodbye to Ironhide because I'm selling him on eBay. Yeah, I'm selling Ironhide on eBay. Say goodbye because you're not seeing it again until I get the byway version, which is much cheaper than this prick was, honestly. So I'm gonna put that in a link in the description below. Another Voyager class is Skipjack. Clearly taller. And yeah, I'm definitely doing Constructicons soon. Do not worry. I'm starting to get back on my reviews big time. And now that I have this space, I can pretty much get them done. And then finally, the video that should have been 200th. But because of the fact that I can get this video out before everyone else is the main reason why this video is the 200th. Introducing my one of my very good birthday gifts, Scourge. And he towers over Optimus. Like, I'm kind of a bit scared for Optimus, like seriously. And I'm actually kind of scared for the Autobots in the new movie. Like this guy means freaking business. Alright. Let's take a look at Articulation. Surprisingly, we got a 360 head swivel. Be very careful because if you pop that off, it's hard to get it back on. 360 shoulder, in and out movement. He can do the T-pose. You're welcome. He has a bicep swivel, elbow bend, 90-degree bend for transformation. He has a kind of, I guess it's kind of like a way of doing the he got a ball jointed hand movement, which is ball joint is actually better than static in truth. I kind of wish they do a little bit more of that. He has no race swivel, despite the fact that he swivels for transformation, which is kind of strange for an Earthspark figure, for an Optimus figure. Like, usually you would expect to swivel with the figure, but nope. You get that far of a kick because of these, but if you try to go that far, well, that's how far you're going to get. He can kick back that far, and he has a way over 90, I would say over 130-degree bend to knee. And he has some ankle tiltage, some. Guys, sorry for that interruption. Anyways, he has a very small ankle tilt. Alright. Time to transform him to get this video done over with, because apparently people do not want me here. So first you need to turn the head, and you're going to need to angle it out and push it in. Push it in like so. It's going to lock down in place. You're going to take that and just tab it in, and well, there you got the top all done. Going to take all this. Bring this out. I suggest you fold in the hands as well. Fold in the feet. And that just locks into place. And then you're going to turn this 180 And then this tab is going to go into this slot right here. And this is also going to straighten out the grill. Then you're going to need to take all this out like so. And this is where the blaster comes into play. You got this tab here, and you got this big, peg. You had a big hole, and you can also see Optimus' face through there. Very gently if you can, but I'm not going to do it that much because I'm on rush now. So you're going to need to tap that in, and then this is kind of where the hardest bit comes. You're going to need to angle these tabs into these slots right here on the leg. It's kind of hard to do, but once you have it in, it's just a matter of tabbing it all in. And yeah, it is really tricky to do. And then finally, you also make sure you slide that in. Popping it in does work, but it's gonna take some force to do, and I suggest not to do that all the time. Finally, you can angle the arms out like your typical Optimus Prime. Bring the shoulders back, and you got this huge tab that's gonna go into this slot, and then this tab is gonna go into this slot right here. And it's a little bit hard to do because apparently this thing wants to fight me. I need to push that in. There we go. That's gonna sit there. And then, finally, you do the exact same thing on the other side. It's a little bit hard to do. You need to slot it in there. Get some all situated out. And finally, you got this tab here. You're going to need to slot it right there. And there's Optimus Prime and the end of the review. And we made it, guys. 200 videos and almost 300 subscribers. Mainly that subscriber jumped thanks to Fire Brothers. Thank you for that. Also, thank you for these videos and whatnot. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment. Next review, we will finally be going on to figures that I really need to get done, which will be Iron Factory, The Fallen. And as always, to all are one.